Trump-Modi equation is more durable than the Biden frost and would weigh on Xi's mind. 3. The India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, as also the Supply Chain Resilience Initiative of the Quad, are credible threats to Chinese dominance of global logistics and supply chains. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri was the chief guest at the Chinese embassy event to mark the occasion. While he cut a cake along with Chinese Ambassador Xu Fihong, his address was loaded with caution. Listen in.
Areas is critical for the smooth development of our overall bilateral relations. And it is on the basis of this fundamental understanding, which was shared in the meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping in Kazan, that both of us are now working together to chart a roadmap for our bilateral relations to return to a stable, predictable and amicable path.
Misri concluded by saying that the path forward may be a difficult one, but one that we are prepared for. There's a reason for caution. 1. The lessons of the recent past. 2. The reopening of the trade does not necessarily mean the lopsided trade balance is getting addressed anytime soon. 3. While the troops have pulled back from eyeball-to-eyeball positions in Ladakh, they are not back to their barracks yet. No time yet for a tango. Moving on.
सबसे पहले एक बात इस सदन में जिम्मेदारी के साथ बताना चाहता हूं, 21 मार्च 2026 को इस देश से नक्सलवाद समाप्त। और मैं जो बोल रहा हूं, इसके पीछे नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार के 10 साल का परिश्रम।
In a big fillip to India's internal security, Home Minister Amit Shah informed this week that only 6 districts are left in the country where Naxalism, or violent left-wing extremism, LWE, remains in some strength. There too it is on its deathbed and shall be mopped up by March 2026. The 6 districts, Bijapur, Kanker, Narayanpur and Sukma in Chhattisgarh, West Singhbhum in Jharkhand and Gadchiroli in Maharashtra, are the only ones where security forces continue their operations to flush the last of the anti-state radicals. There's an operation all out going on in these districts. And the graphics give you an idea of the scale or intensity of the operation. The figures are for Chhattisgarh alone. Do you see a pattern? The spike in 2024 is attributed to the coming of the BJP government in Raipur. The state and the centre have aligned since then to provide clear political guidance to the security forces, particularly the state police and its special anti-Naxal division called the District Reserve Guard, DRG, to flush out the last of the radicals, consisting of surrendered Naxals. The forces good with ground-level human intelligence leading to better results. The carrot and stick policy has worked. This week saw an operation in Bijapur which killed 17 Naxals, including a key operative who was part of the 2013 Dariba Ghati massacre of the then Congress leadership. Next day, 50 plus of their accomplices surrendered before the district police, thus clearing an important pocket of active violent radical elements. What has changed is nimble-footed approach to security operations, more delegation to operational commanders, swiftness of decision-making, doggedness to take the operations to logical conclusion. Shah has himself called it a ruthless pursuit of Naxals and relentless approach towards development. Massive infrastructure push, roads, mobile towers, security camps, coupled with an empowered local police, have all translated into better human intelligence gathering, resulting in better target setting and hence better outcomes of security operations. Government has worked on more ration shops, more schools, more dispensaries in far-flung areas to counter Maoist propaganda of an exploitative, unresponsive state. Focused monitoring of welfare schemes and their outcomes have made larger populace less receptive to the grievance-peddling Naxal narrative. Apart from the 6 most affected districts, there are about a dozen more with lesser intensity of Naxal activity, where security forces are carrying out mop-up operations. When the Modi government took over in 2014, the LWE affected districts stood at over 100. The number is down to 18 districts now. In 2010, 1936 LWE incidents were reported. That number is down to 374 in 2024. While 1,000 plus lives were lost in 2010, the number tapered off to 150 deaths last year. The Modi government, of course, has gone into this with a whole-of-government approach. Speaking at the Republic Plenary Summit earlier this month, Prime Minister indicated towards the safe harbor ecosystem in urban centers, which nourishes the violent ideology of these extremists on the ground in mostly tribal areas of the country, taking advantage of the gullible masses there. Last decade has seen systematic pursuit of that ecosystem, plugging their funding channels and exposing and putting known anti-national elements on trial. Bhima Koregaon case being the most representative of that pursuit. The massive documentation in the case exposed the innards of the Maoist mindset. With a strong belief in overthrowing democratic government through a violent revolution, one document, part of the Bhima Koregaon charge sheet, even mentioned details of an assassination bid on Prime Minister Modi. Listen in.
2018 में भीमा कोरेगांव हुआ। भीमा कोरेगांव में जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स निकले इनके लैपटॉप से, इनके जो एक्सचेंज थे, जो ये लोग मैसेजेस एक्सचेंज करते थे अलग अलग एप्स के थ्रू, तो उसमें 2017 का एक लेटर है जिसमें प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी को मारने की प्लानिंग है।
The gorilla in the jungles of Abujmand, the professor at a university campus, the television debater justifying acts of violence as angst of the subalterns, the 5-star activist calling Naxals Gandhians with guns, and the Khan Market gang, all formed a continuum with the same objective, that of compromising the territorial integrity and sovereignty of India. A centrifugal force working to break the nation. From the JNU of 2016 to the Jadavpur University campus recently, the Osmania University and the FTII, the Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and even some IITs, all have been part of that Tukre gang. That thankfully stands fully exposed, if not fully neutralized yet. But we are close. Moving on.
Il a sorti la bombe nucléaire. Et si il utilise une arme aussi puissante contre nous, c'est évidemment parce que nous sommes sur le point de gagner les élections.
It's a nuclear bomb aimed at my political death, said Marine Le Pen, France's right-wing leader of the National Rally Party, on Tuesday, a day after she was sentenced to 5 years in jail and banned for holding any public office for next 5 years. After being convicted in a decades-old corruption case. The purported crime involved Le Pen employing some of her party's office bearers in France at the expense of European Union funds when she was a member of the European Parliament in the 2004-2016 period. The verdict drew immediate, strong reactions from the conservative world. Donald Trump called it a witch hunt. Viktor Orban of Hungary posted on X, "I stand with Marine." Le Pen is not just any other politician. She's the first leader from the right in France who is close to becoming the president of the French Republic, or was till this week's verdict. Le Pen has single-handedly consolidated the position of her party as a credible right-wing alternative in French politics over decades, even throwing out her father in 2015 for his extreme views in her efforts to mainstream the national rally. Her efforts have translated into electoral gains, from little over 8% votes in 2004 to 10.18% in 2009 to 14% in 2014, to breaking through a glass ceiling in 2024 EU elections, securing 31% votes and becoming France's single largest party in Brussels, a feat no party had achieved since 1984. Her June 2024 EU victory forced Emmanuel Macron to declare a snap poll for the lower house of the French Parliament, And even there, Le Pen emerged as the winner in the first runoff, getting more votes than EU polls. Facing a real threat of a right-wing takeover, the traditional left-leaning French establishment realigned political forces to relegate Le Pen's party to third position in the second round, but not before turning Le Pen into a real force in the reckoning. She had been polling average of 35% in most opinion polls for the French presidency as a build-up to 2027 presidential elections. The Monday verdict comes in this backdrop. Not the first time that this has happened in Europe in the last few months. In fact, in November last year, Calin Georgescu, a pro-Russia politician, won a landslide in first round of general elections in Romania. Even before the last of the votes were counted, his election was countermanded by the country's constitutional court in Bucharest on the grounds that his campaign used digital platforms in a manner that it amounted to fraudulent use of technology. In effect, Georgescu's crime was that he used TikTok more efficiently than his political rivals. It did not end there. Like in the case of Marine Le Pen, the court in Bucharest ruled that Georgescu would not be allowed to participate in the runoff elections that are slated to take place in May. That's next month. Italy's Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini called it a Soviet-style Euro coup. J.D. Vance, that bugbear of European liberal leaders, called Georgescu's annulment a backsliding of democracy in Europe. In January, Thierry Breton, a former EU commissioner and someone who drafted the Digital Services Act, which was used by the Romanian court to eject Georgescu, threatened a repeat in Germany in case the far-right AfD party led by Alice Weidel won the elections. In an interview to a French network, Breton said, EU had mechanisms to nullify a possible election victory of AfD, adding that what we did in Romania, we can do in Germany also. Elon Musk, having just finished an interview with Weidel on his platform X, joined an issue with Breton, calling him tyrant of Europe. Call it the ruling elites, call it the deep state, call it the really deep left establishment. From France to Romania to Germany, it knows when to strike and how to gerrymander verdicts. That leaves us with the question, is Europe truly democratic? The democratic activism that West shows, all the preachiness, is it compulsive or convenient? If a referendum is the most direct form of democratic exercise, what's Europe's record? Let's look at some history without passing any judgment. Back in the 1990s, Denmark voted against joining the EU as part of the Maastricht Treaty in June 1992. The European ruling elites did not like this vote against their consensus, and the Danes were made to vote again. This time, in May 1993, Denmark turned around and voted yes. Similarly, in the case of Ireland, when the Treaty of Nice had to be signed by the EU states in 2001 to account for the eastward expansion, the Irish rejected it in June of that year. But they were made to hold another referendum, and the Nice Treaty was approved with some tweaks of words here and there. Again, the EU elites not taking a no for an answer in the name of democracy. The saga continued. Ireland was made to hold two referendums in 2008, again for the Lisbon Treaty, which was meant to further strengthen the EU mechanisms over national governments. It gets better. France held a referendum in 2005 on whether to accept the EU constitution. It was defeated with a clear majority of 55% voting against it. The French political elites simply dumped the vote, changed leadership. PM Jean-Pierre Raffarin was replaced with Dominique de Villepin. Nicolas Sarkozy, a Euro hawk, was brought in as interior minister, and the Lisbon Treaty was just approved with a parliamentary vote, not bothering at all about a referendum this time. Ditto for the Netherlands. A referendum the Dutch held after 200 years was nullified because it did not suit the expected results. Clearly, democracy is good, but direct democracy is not. obviously, because it loosens the control of the elites, which is absolutely fine. But then why be so preachy is the question. You can safely come to the conclusion that for Europe, democracy is a test in which, if you get the wrong answer, you have to simply vote twice, as this recent history proves. Thanks for watching.
MDH का किचन किंग किचन में हो तो हम सब कुछ बना सकते हैं। बैंगन का भरता, आलू गोभी, भिंडी मसाला और भी बहुत कुछ।
MDH. QSMTHE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Here in America, Mr. Musk, justice is not for sale.
Regardless of your party, regardless of who you voted for, what's going on today, what's happening today is abhorrent.
I'm here because this is wrong. Everything is wrong.
I'm here today as a person with a disability to stand up for all the 70 million people.
Hands off!
Hands off!
Our research!
Our research!
Hands off!
Hands off!
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to visit Hisar on April 14th to inaugurate the city's airport and lay the foundation stone of the terminal. Expressing pride over Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit, Haryana BJP President Mohan Lal Badoli said that the Prime Minister keeps the state very close to his heart.
देश के लोकप्रिय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी हरियाणा प्रदेश में आ रहे हैं। पहले सुबह 9 बजे हिसार एयरपोर्ट का उद्घाटन करेंगे, वहां से उड़ान शुरू होंगी और अयोध्या की पहली उड़ान हिसार से और एक टर्मिनल का भी शिलान्यास करेंगे। वहाँ एक बड़ा टर्मिनल बनेगा। उसके बाद 11 बजे यमुनानगर में जो पावर प्लांट है उसको अपग्रेड करते हुए 800 मेगावाट का उसका भी शिलान्यास करके जाएंगे और हरियाणा प्रदेश में 24 घंटे लोगों को बिजली उपलब्ध रहे, इसके लिए बहुत बड़ी सौगात हरियाणा को मिलेगी।
As nation gears up for Ram Navami celebrations, Jharkhand's Girid SP Bimal Kumar informed that the security has been beefed up in the city with proper surveillance and barricades.
शासन, जिला प्रशासन, पुलिस प्रशासन सभी लोगों की बहुत अच्छा व्यवस्था है और आज देख रहे हैं क्रिकेटिंग का मामला हो या पुलिस बल का हो, सभी का अच्छा व्यवस्था किए हुए हैं। एसपी साहब भी लगातार बैठे हुए थे, एसपी साहब से डीएसपी साहब, इंस्पेक्टर और सभी लोग आकर अच्छा मेहनत प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि हम शांतिपूर्वक ढंग से इस त्यौहार को हम लोग मनाएं। ये नहीं कि त्यौहार को हम लोग किसी तरह मना कर चल जाएंगे। इस त्यौहार को हम लोग बहुत ढंग से मना रहे हैं। जिला प्रशासन को धन्यवाद देते हैं, पुलिस प्रशासन धन्यवाद देते। इसी प्रकार शाम तक हम लोग अच्छा माहौल में अच्छे खेल का प्रदर्शन करते हुए अपने त्यौहार को मनाएंगे। राम जी का आशीर्वाद और बाबा हनुमान जी का आशीर्वाद जब लेकर हम लोग अपने घर हो जाएंगे।
Questioning the conspicuous absence of leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi and Congress MP from Wayanad Priyanka Gandhi during the Waqf Amendment debate 2025 in the Parliament, BRS MLC K Kavita issued a strong statement condemning the lack of responsibility and seriousness shown by the Congress leadership.
When it actually matters, when the issue is on the boil, when the issue of protecting the rights of minorities is there, they are not there in the parliament, neither they are serious about defending or speaking on the bill. Why did Rahul Gandhi ji not speak on this important bill when he talks about peace, when he talks about Mohabbat ka dukan, and it is the contrary that is happening in this nation today? Why isn't Mr. Rahul Gandhi speaking in the parliament on this issue? He should have spoken. I mean, very, very disappointed to see that the main leader of the opposition of our nation does not stand up for more than 30 crore people of this nation. It is unfortunate.
Himachal Pradesh Congress President Pratibha Singh announced that a statue of former Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh will be unveiled on January 23rd on his birth anniversary. She emphasized that the purpose of building the statue was to do welfare work and it was not the demand of the family but of the people of Himachal Pradesh. Union Minister of State for Railways and Food Processing Ravneet Singh Bittu has fervently appealed to senior farm leader Jagjit Singh Dhalewal to end his fast and join the talks with the central government on farmers' demands. He said that he was making an appeal to Dhalewal on behalf of the central government and that the people of Punjab to end the hunger strike and come forward for discussions with the central government. 5 construction workers were trapped under the debris after a canteen collapse in Jagdishpura police station area of Agra earlier today. According to sources, construction was ongoing at the canteen when the tragedy happened. The police said that 4 workers have already been rescued and further rescue operations were ongoing to locate the lone trapped worker. Loha Mandi ACP Mayank Tiwari said that there are fears of 2 more workers being stuck under the debris. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh commended the country's Navy for always emerging as the first responder in times of any unfortunate disaster or trouble in the entire Indian Ocean region. He further highlighted that the Indian Navy remains committed towards securing free navigation, rules-based order, anti-piracy and peace and stability in the region.
हमारी नेवी इंडियन ओशन रीजन में यह इंश्योर करती है कि कोई राष्ट्र अपनी ओवरवेलमिंग इकोनॉमी और मिलिट्री पावर के दम पर किसी दूसरे राष्ट्र को दबा न सके। भारत यह इंश्योर करता है कि इंडियन ओशन में किसी भी सॉवरेनिटी पर आज आए बिना उनके इंटरेस्ट को प्रोटेक्ट किया जा सके।
QSMT achieved. The world's foremost university rankings organizations have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
आपके घर के खाने में रेस्टोरेंट जैसा स्वाद ले आए MDH का शाही पनीर मसाला। पनीर को क्या मस्त बना डाला।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Good evening and thank you for tuning in. I'm Suesha Samth. You're watching the news at 8. We get you all the top stories that have made news this Sunday. First, a quick check of the headlines we're tracking. Prime Minister Modi inaugurates projects worth 700 crore rupees in Tamil Nadu, including the iconic Pamban Bridge, after concluding his Sri Lanka visit.
देश भर में कई राज्यों ने मातृभाषा में डॉक्टरी की शिक्षा आरंभ की है। मैं भी तमिलनाडु सरकार से आग्रह करूंगा कि वे तमिल भाषा में डॉक्टरी के कोर्सेज चालू करें।
While Stalin breaks protocol by skipping Prime Minister's events, Prime Minister dares him to start medical courses in Tamil.
It is a very wrong decision. Not because they do not have a right to protest, they do have a right to protest. But I would accuse them of spreading a blatant misinformation campaign.
Massive showdown over Waqf Amendment Bill. AIM-PLB faces flack over street anarchy. Call against historic reform.
सरकार बनाकर के इस कानून को कूड़ेदान में फेंकना। सीए एनआरसी का भी हम लोगों ने प्रस्ताव जो भेजा था कि नहीं भेजा था कि किसी भी कीमत पे हम लोग सीए एनआरसी को बिहार में लागू नहीं होने देंगे।
After Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, Tejashwi Yadav calls for overturning Waqf Act, says it will be tossed into dustbin if they are elected to power. Home Minister Amit Shah has reached Jammu for his 3-day visit. He is set to review the security situation in the state. Grand Ram Navami celebrations underway across the country. Lakhs of devotees gather for Surya Tilak of Ramlala in Ayodhya. Meanwhile, security heightened across West Bengal amid Ram Navami celebrations. Over 2,500 processions across the state. And first up, we cut across to breaking news coming in. With the Waqf Amendment Bill becoming a law, several left-wing student union groups that are staging protests opposing the bill at the JNU campus. Students raised slogans against the passing of the Waqf bill as a law, and these are student protests that we witness at JNU. Cutting across to Piyush, joining us live with further details on how these protests are escalating. Over to you, Piyush.
So, Suesha, what I can tell you is that inside the JNU complex, there were certain protests that were taking place by the left-wing student union groups, as well as certain faculty members. And in order to counter it, we saw that how the right-wing student union groups have also congregated over here outside in order to register their dissent. Now, these members belong to the ABV group, and since then their protests have ended. But we are going to be having a word with them. आप मुझे बताइए, यहाँ पे आप किस लिए इकट्ठा हुए हैं?
आज यहाँ पर जेएनयू में रामनवमी का एक बहुत ही भव्य कार्यक्रम हुआ है। उसके बाद सबसे पहले भजन पूजन हुआ, हवन हुआ, और उसके
एक ही मेरे को बताइए कि अंदर मैंने सुना है कि धरने दिए जा रहे थे वक्फ बिल के खिलाफ। आपका इसमें क्या है? क्या आप वक्फ बिल में जो संशोधन हुआ है उसके खिलाफ है, उसके पक्ष में है, और अगर पक्ष में है तो किस लिए?
देखिए, वक्फ बिल था जो एक बहुत ही समय से पड़ा हुआ था और जिसकी ज़रूरत थी, और उस ज़रूरत को लोकसभा और राज्यसभा दोनों ने बहुमत से पास करके हम लोग के सामने रखा।
जो धरने चल रहे हैं उसके बारे में क्या कहेंगे आप?
उसके बारे में देखिए, कुछ कहने की जरूरत नहीं है। जेएनयू में चाहे छोटी सी छोटी चीज़ अगर कुछ भी होती है, तुरंत धरने में बैठना और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम को, यहाँ की पढ़ाई को बंद करने का लेफ्ट का बहुत बड़ा पुराना एजेंडा है। वो पुरानी चीज़ों को ही फंसाकर जो भारतीय संस्कृति को और जो वक्फ बिल जब 12
So here we saw that how exactly we saw that there was protests that were carried out by left-wing student union groups, and in order to counter it, we also saw that how right-wing student groups also congregated over here, not only to celebrate Ram Navami, but also in a way trying to express their support for the Waqf Amendment Bill. So yes, there are two aspects to it, Suesha. One being fought legally. There are several petitions that are being filed in Supreme Court by several religious groups, MPs, MLAs, and there is also another aspect where there have been protests that are being carried out also on streets, which right now, so far, there has been no untoward incident because of the expertise of our law enforcement agencies. In the end, I would just like to say that it is going to be a major challenge for our government machinery to convince all the groups to make sure that this Waqf Amendment Bill is going to benefit all the groups in entirety. Back in the studio.
All right, Piyush, many thanks for getting us those details. Moving on, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has arrived in Jammu for his 3-day visit, wherein he will review the security situation in the state. His visit that comes amid the ongoing anti-terror operations in Kathua. Those are the pictures on your screens as Amit Shah arrived in Jammu just a short while ago. security has been heightened. In fact, as a part of this visit, he is to review the overall security apparatus and also meet with BJP Karyakartas. It is so far planned as a 3-day visit across Jammu and Kashmir. Simran joining us on the broadcast with further details of Amit Shah's itinerary as it pans out. Over to you, Simran.
Yes, Aisha, can you please repeat the question?
Simran, take us through the details of this 3-day visit, what's on the itinerary and how has the security been heightened?
It's the day one of the Amit Shah's 3-day long visit to the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Today evening, Amit Shah arrived at Jammu at around 6:40 and he straight went to the Raj Bhavan in Jammu, wherein he met the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. He was received also by the LG along with some leaders from the Bharatiya Janata Party, and after that, now in a short while from now, he is going to arrive here at the party headquarters in the Jammu. These are the party headquarters where all the leaders and the MLAs, they have arrived to meet the Union Home Minister. Union Home Minister will be taking part in the core group meeting of the Bharatiya Janata Party that will take place today. And tomorrow morning, Union Home Minister will be heading towards the international border in the Jammu frontier, that is in the Jammu-Kathua-Samba range. She will be going to the international border to review the ongoing present scenario on the that is there, because we are witnessing that tomorrow will be day 16th of the anti-terror operation that is underway in the Kathua district, starting from Hiranagar to Safen and the Rajbagh and then to the Bilawar, Pantirthi. This group of Jaish terrorists has been moving from one place to another. Only 2 of them have been killed, while 4 brave hearts of the Jammu and Kashmir police have laid down their lives. We are told that Amit Shah will be, after his border visit, being briefed by the top brass of the BSF, including DG BSF Daljit Singh Chaudhary, who arrived today afternoon in Jammu and also went to the border in the Samba and Kathua. He will be briefing the Union Home Minister, and then Union Home Minister will be arriving at the Raj Bhavan, wherein he will be meeting the families of the 4 brave hearts of the Jammu and Kashmir police, Head Constable Jagbir Singh and 3 selection grade constables, that is Jaswant Singh, Balwinder Singh and Tariq Ahmed, and he will be handing them over with the job appointment letter that has been promised by the government of Jammu and Kashmir. After that, there will be a meeting with the BJP leaders, as well as what we are picking up that some RSS leaders at the residence, official residence of Leader of Opposition Sunil Sharma at around 3:30 in the evening. After a 2-hour-long meeting, Amit Shah will be heading to the Kashmir Valley, and then in the Kashmir, first he will be going to the house of the Deputy SP Himayu Bhatt, who was killed in action during an encounter in the Kokarnag area of the Kashmir Valley of the South Kashmir. He will be going at his place, and then he will be having 2 security assessment meetings. First is the Unified Command meeting that will be attended by all heads of the security forces as well as the intelligence agencies. And the second meeting that will take place will be of the Amarnath Ji Yatra security as well as arrangement assessment meeting that will be co-attended by the Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and the CEO of the Shrine Board, that is Mandeep Bhandari, who also happens to be the Principal Secretary to the Lieutenant Governor. And then Amit Shah will be heading back to the national capital day after tomorrow evening. So it's going to be a marathon visit of the Union Home Minister to Jammu and Kashmir, in which he will be covering all the aspects from the political to the security aspects, and a thorough discussion will take place. Post that, it is being assumed that there will be some rejig that will also take place in Jammu and Kashmir Police.
Simran, many thanks for getting us those details. Of course, we track this visit very, very closely and keep coming back to you for further updates. For the moment, we move on over what happened after Prime Minister Narendra Modi challenged MK Stalin. This is amid the language row where Prime Minister Modi dared Stalin government to start medical courses in Tamil language. He said that these courses will help poor people. The language debate that he has taken to another level. Let's listen into that statement.
देश भर में कई राज्यों ने मातृभाषा में डॉक्टरी की शिक्षा आरंभ की है। अब गरीब से गरीब मां का बेटा बेटी भी जिसने अंग्रेजी नहीं पढ़ी है वो भी डॉक्टर बन सकते हैं। मैं भी तमिलनाडु सरकार से आग्रह करूंगा कि वे तमिल भाषा में डॉक्टरी के कोर्सेज चालू करें ताकि गरीब मां के बेटे बेटी भी डॉक्टर बन सके। देश भर में कई राज्यों ने मातृभाषा में डॉक्टरी की शिक्षा आरंभ की है। अब गरीब से गरीब मां का बेटा बेटी भी जिसने अंग्रेजी नहीं पढ़ी है वो भी डॉक्टर बन सकते हैं। मैं भी तमिलनाडु सरकार से आग्रह करूंगा कि वे तमिल भाषा में डॉक्टरी के कोर्सेज चालू करें ताकि गरीब मां के बेटे बेटी भी डॉक्टर बन सके।
தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய நாடாளுமன்றத்தினுடைய எண்ணிக்கையை குறைக்க சதி செய்யறாங்க. தொகுதி மறுசீரமைப்பு என்ற பேர்ல மிகப்பெரிய சதி நடக்க இருக்கிறத முதல்ல உணர்ந்து அரசுக்கு எதிராக குரல் கொடுத்த மாநிலம் தான் நம்முடைய தமிழ்நாடு. வரவிருக்கக்கூடிய மக்கள் தொகை கணக்கெடுப்பு அடிப்படையில் மேற்கொள்ள போற தொகுதி சீரமைப்பு நம்மை போன்ற மாநிலங்களை வெகுவாக பாதிக்க போகுது. மக்கள் தொகையை பல்வேறு பல திட்டங்கள் மூலமா கட்டுப்படுத்தின நம்மை போன்ற மாநிலங்கள் நாடாளுமன்ற தொகுதியில் எண்ணிக்கையை பெரிய அளவில் இழக்க நேரிடும். இதே போல தென் மாநிலங்களும் தங்களுடைய தொகுதிகளை எண்ணிக்கையை இழப்பாங்க. உடனடியாக இது தொடர்பாக அனைத்து கட்சி கூட்டின அந்த கூட்டத்தில் எடுக்கப்பட்ட முடிவின்படி இதுபோல பாதிக்கப்படுகிற எல்லா மாநிலங்களையும் இணைச்சு சென்னையிலே ஒரு கூட்டம் கூட்டப்பட்டுச்சு. 7 மாநிலங்களை சார்ந்த 22 கட்சிகள் அந்த கூட்டத்தில் கலந்து கொண்டாங்க. அந்த கூட்டத்துடைய முடிவின்படி அகில இந்திய முழுமைக்கான கூட்டு நடவடிக்கை குழுவை அமைச்சிருக்கிறோம். அந்த குழுவின் சார்பில் பிரதமர் மோடி அவர்களை சந்திக்க தேதி கேட்டு கடிதம் அனுப்பியிருக்கிறோம். பிரதமர் அவர்களோ விரைவில் நேரம் ஒதுக்குவார் என்ற நம்பிக்கையோடு நாங்கள் இருக்கிறோம். இந்த கூட்டத்தின் மூலமாக, இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியின் மூலமாக, உங்கள் மூலமாக தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு வரக்கூடிய மாண்புமிகு பிரதமர் மோடி அவர்களை நான் கேட்க விரும்புவது, தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு ஏற்பட்டுள்ள நியாயமான அச்சத்தை நீங்க போக்கணும். தென் மாநிலங்கள் உள்ளிட்ட மக்கள் தொகையை கட்டுப்படுத்தின மாநிலங்களோட தொகுதி விழுக்காடு குறையாது என்கிற உறுதிமொழியை தமிழ்நாட்டு மண்ணில் நின்று நீங்க வழங்கணும். அதுக்கான அரசியலமைப்பு சட்ட திருத்தத்தை நாடாளுமன்றத்திலையும் நிறைவேற்றணும். இது ஏதோ வெறும் தொகுதியோட எண்ணிக்கை பத்தின கவலை மட்டும் இல்ல, இது நம்ம அதிகாரம், உரிமைகள் மற்றும் எதிர்கால நிலங்களை பத்தின கவலை.
Sarada joining us live on the broadcast. Sarada, has Prime Minister Narendra Modi put M.K. Stalin in a spot? Will it be very difficult for him to meet this challenge?
Well, it's not the first time that the centre has been asking the Tamil Nadu government to take steps on implementing a new language policy in the state of Tamil Nadu. Before, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stated that the doctors should be allowed to learn the doctor education in Tamil. Earlier, Amit Shah who visited here last month, stated that even the police service exam, the UPSC service exam, should be allowed in Tamil Nadu in Tamil, and that he's already given the orders to the state government to translate the books as well. However, it was the Stalin government that's been delaying this. And however, now later in the day, Stalin has actually quoted that if Narendra Modi had given them time to speak to them personally while following the delimitation meet, that the DMK cadres have asked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for few minutes of his time in the parliament to make sure that the issues in Tamil Nadu have been displayed to him well. However, he added that Prime Minister Narendra Modi till today has not given them the appointment. Earlier, Stalin's government, along with the 40 MPs in the Lok Sabha, were to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi and talk to him about the issues on delimitation that is to be happening in 2026. And even today, Stalin's government focuses on that particular issue and not any other issue.
Sarada, many thanks for getting us those details. And we now move on to more breaking news coming in. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who has arrived at the BJP headquarters as a part of his Jammu visit. In fact, his visit that also coincides with the party's 46th foundation day. And the party leaders who have hoisted party flags at all organizational district headquarters, BJP offices, rooftops of the houses of BJP activists across Jammu and Kashmir. We'll get you those pictures shortly. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who has arrived at the BJP office in Jammu. Gursimran, coming to you for further details of what's happening there.
See, in a couple of minutes' time, Union Home Minister is arriving here at the BJP headquarters. He has already left from the Raj Bhavan in Jammu after meeting Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha. This is the second set of program that Union Home Minister is having here in Jammu after his arrival. First, he directly went to the Raj Bhavan and met the Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, and now he is set to arrive at the BJP headquarters. I'll request Sarjeevan to show you the visuals that BJP headquarters is all decked up for the Home Minister's arrival, and the security cavalcade of the Home Minister has already left from the Raj Bhavan and will be arriving here any minute now. The security has been beefed up, keeping in view the regular threat perception that is there, because what we have witnessed in last couple of weeks, last fortnight, has been really concerning for the security forces in Jammu, especially the Kathua operation that has entered the 15th day now, and the terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed, which are said to be 3 in numbers, they are still at large. 2 terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces, and this on the day first, Amit Shah will be having the deliberations with the political wing, that is the Bharatiya Janata Party. Tomorrow there is a visit of the Union Home Minister to the border in the Kathua district. That is what we are getting to know, wherein he will be briefed by the ground commanders and also the senior officials of the BSF. DG BSF has already arrived this afternoon in Jammu. Union Home Secretary Govind Mohan was here since yesterday. He has been holding meetings and has also visited the Anji Bridge that is in the Riyasi today to review the security preparedness for the upcoming visit of the Prime Minister as well. And as we all know, the IB Director Tapan Deka, he's also here in Jammu along with Prashant Lokhande, whom happens to be the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs and looks after the affairs of the Jammu Kashmir Ladakh. And very important to mention that after tomorrow's visit, Union Home Minister will be heading back to the Raj Bhavan in Jammu, wherein he will be meeting families of the 4 brave hearts of the Jammu and Kashmir Police. Those 4 brave hearts are the Head Constable of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, Jagbir Singh, who was in charge of the police post Safan, along with the 3 other of the selection grade constables. That includes Balvinder Singh, Jaswant Singh and Tariq Ahmed. And as we speak, the cavalcade of the Union Home Minister is arriving. These are the visuals that we are showing you from headquarters of the Bharatiya Janata Party. These visuals, this officials, it's the opening cavalcade of the security forces that has arrived, and now in next 30 seconds we can expect this cavalcade of the Union Home Minister to be here at the BJP headquarters. Union Minister of States in the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Jitendra Singh, has already arrived for the meeting, and so is the BJP top brass. That includes the BJP State President Sat Sharma. He has already arrived. Now all the senior officials of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, they are also arriving as part of the cavalcade of the Union Home Minister, and in a minute's time, in less than a minute, we are being told that the Union Home Minister will be arriving here. See, the importance of this visit comes at a time because last month we have seen that how the situation has escalated on the line of control. Though it was somewhat controlled in the month of February when India and Pakistan armies held a flag meeting on the Chakanda Bagh meeting point on 21st of February. But now the situation has once again started to escalate. On the international border, what we are witnessing, that the Pakistan trying to push in terrorists, trying to push in intruders into the Indian territory. The terrorists, 2 of those who have been killed in the Kathua Safan encounter, 3 are still at large in the upper reaches of the Kathua. While if we speak of the intrusion attempt, the infiltration attempt that was foiled yesterday in the Abdullia border outpost in the Araspura sector of Jammu. And if we speak of the line of control situation, the Pakistan is trying to violate the ceasefire. On 1st of April, we saw how Pakistan tried to push in a bat action group into the Indian territory. That attempt was foiled, but there was a ceasefire violation. On the 2nd of April, there was ceasefire violation in the Krishna Ghati sector. So time and again, Pakistan is trying to vitiate the peace, and their nefarious plots are being given a befitting reply. But now the Union Home Minister is in Jammu. He is holding a set of meetings, and as we speak, this is the cavalcade of the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who is arriving here at Jammu. I hope I'm audible, and these visuals that you see are from the headquarters of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Union Home Minister Amit Shah arriving at the BJP headquarters to have a meeting with the BJP MLAs as well as the BJP functionaries, the top functionaries of the BJP. We are told that tomorrow also a meeting is scheduled, but the tomorrow meeting is going to be the meeting with the top brass, with the officials of the BJP plus RSS. And now, as we see, the security has been beefed up. Sarjeevan is showing you the visuals that how the security has been beefed up here, and now the cavalcade of the Union Home Minister is entering the BJP office. There are senior officers of the Jammu and Kashmir Police. This entire area has been barricaded by the troops of the Jammu and Kashmir police. Reason being that there always lies a security threat, and they do not want any kind of trouble to be here, and that's why these are the visuals that you're seeing. The Union Home Minister Amit Shah has arrived here. Sarjeevan is showing you the visuals of the Union Home Minister at the BJP office, and these visuals that you see here, Union Home Minister at the BJP office is now being received by the top brass of the BJP. These visuals that you see, the senior leaders of the BJP, they all have lined up here, and now they are watching the Union Home Minister's arrival. These visuals are from inside the BJP headquarters. These visuals, Union Home Minister is going to pay tribute to Shama Prasad Mukherjee and other senior leaders of the BJP who have given their supreme sacrifice for the country, the supreme sacrifice, and has made important role and sacrifice for the party. These visuals are from the headquarters, and important to mention that in a short while from now, the meeting with the BJP leaders will be starting here at the BJP headquarters. These are the visuals from Shama Prasad Mukherjee and Maharaja Hari Singh. They are being given the tribute by Union Home Minister. Important to mention that there have been several round of meetings that have taken place, and now in the frame is Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Sarjeevan is showing you the visuals. He will be meeting the BJP Karyakartas here as well, those who have lined up to meet the Union Home Minister. Live visuals that we are showing you. Now Union Home Minister is going to pay tribute to Maharaja Hari Singh, the founder of Jammu and Kashmir, who has an important role in the history, and also the Jammu and Kashmir coming to the Union of India. He has played a key role, and now he is meeting the Karyakartas of the Bharatiya Janata Party. These are the senior leaders of the BJP, those who are meeting Union Home Minister. It's Abhijit Jasrotia, now it's the Vikas Chaudhary and the women wing members, followed by it's the Dr. Tahir Chaudhary and Gaurav Gupta, the spokesperson of the BJP. Now all are greeting Union Home Minister, and these visuals that you see from the BJP headquarters. In next couple of minutes, Union Home Minister will be entering the BJP headquarters, where the meeting is scheduled to take place, and this meeting is going to be very important because it will completely focus on the organizational matters as well as the matters pertaining to the expansion of the party in the Kashmir Valley. The way the party has worked hard in the Kashmir, the way the party has ensured that the party's graph increases in the Kashmir Valley, everything will be discussed during this meeting. And now after meeting the BJP leaders, including those who, it's the leader of opposition Sunil Sharma, Dr. Jitendra Singh and Sat Sharma, along with the BJP National Secretary Tarun Chugh, National General Secretary, who is also accompanying Union Home Minister Amit Shah. And now Amit Shah is going to the BJP headquarters after meeting the BJP workers. Now this closed door meeting begins at the BJP headquarters, the visuals of which we have been showing you. And after this meeting, we are told that the Union Home Minister will be leaving from the BJP headquarters and will be going back to the Raj Bhavan for the night stay, after which tomorrow's schedule will begin. That is the visit to the Indo-Pakistan international border. Yes.
Rightly said, Gursimran, this visit that is symbolic in so many ways of all the work that is done by the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir, and of course the fact that this visit coincides with the party's Foundation Day also marks the message that sends out the centre's policy as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. I want to thank you for getting us all those details. We'll keep coming back to you for further updates. Moving on, days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi held bilateral talks with the top Myanmarese general on the sidelines of the BIMSTEC summit, India sent more aid to the quake-battered country. Taking to his X-handle, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar informed that an Indian C-17 cargo plane departed for Mandalay with 31 tons of relief material. Getting you all the details in this report.
India has sent more emergency relief to quake-battered Myanmar. In a post on his official X handle, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar informed that an Indian cargo plane with emergency relief materials left for Myanmar. The C-17 cargo flight, laden with 31 tons of relief, departed for Mandalay. The fresh consignment of relief for the quake-ravaged country follows bilateral talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and top Myanmarese General Aung Hlaing. The two leaders met on the sidelines of the BIMSTEC summit in Bangkok. Prime Minister Modi pledged to stand with Myanmar and continue to support the ongoing relief and restoration efforts in the quake-battered country.
Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the iconic Pamban Bridge in Rameshwaram today, following to which Prime Minister Modi announced multiple development projects worth over 8,000 crore rupees in Tamil Nadu. He also visited Rameswaram temple on the occasion of Ram Navami in Rameshwaram. Here are all the details.
Prime Minister Modi landed in Tamil Nadu on Sunday after concluding his 3-day Sri Lanka visit. While heading to Rameshwaram from Sri Lanka, Prime Minister Modi shared the stunning aerial view of Ram Setu. After touchdown in Rameshwaram, Prime Minister arrived in Mandapam to inaugurate India's first vertical lift railway sea bridge.
Well, the bridge is being built with a budget of 560 crore, as you mentioned, and this budget, huge budget, was used to make sure that this unique vertical sea lift bridge is being built in a very safe way and in the very perfect way with the help of IIT Chennai and IIT Mumbai. The design has been made in such a way that it can withstand 2 trains at once on the bridge, while the old bridge could only take 15 minutes for the train to pass throughout the entire strait that is there, and also it took the maximum speed that the train could travel was only 10 kilometers per hour. This new bridge will allow the train to pass at 50 kilometers speed in just 3 minutes. So it's a huge development when it comes for Rameshwaram, and the tourism is set to increase in the island of Rameshwaram with this. Apart from Rameshwaram falling, which is the Dhanushkodi, which is also the significant part of India, as it is the last point of the country of India.
After inaugurating the iconic bridge, Prime Minister Modi offered prayers at the Rameswaram temple on the auspicious occasion of Navami. Prime Minister Modi also received a warm welcome from the hundreds of people who lined up to get a glimpse of him, after which he dedicated developmental project of over rupees 8,000 crores for Tamil Nadu. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का। MDH की देगी मिर्च।
QSMT achieved. The world's foremost university rankings organizations have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Projects worth 7,000 crore rupees in Tamil Nadu, including the iconic Pamban Bridge, after concluding his Sri Lanka visit.